at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. For Winston. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch.
A monster 2016 for Mike Evans. His Buccaneers didn't make the playoffs, but wasn't because of his production. Led the league in targets and was in the top 5 in many other receiving categories. What a big-time year for him.
Fourth in yards, second in touchdowns, just outside of the top 5, sixth in catches. So he's going to be a handful for teams in the future. I mean, he's got a long career ahead of him.
A long career ahead of him, and look for him to increase his yards after catch as he moves forward in his career.
Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
On third down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll toss it out to Sims. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
The play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. On the defensive side of the football for the Bucs, here's the lineup. You know, you look at last year, 2016, 23 points a game, right in the middle of the league, but improved, I think. How do they look going forward?
Well, they did improve, and they improved throughout the second half of the year. They focused on communication. They cut down some of the stuff they were doing defensively, made it simpler, and they played a lot faster. And look, Gerald McCoy is a terrific player on the defensive line. You got linebackers that can run in Levante David and Quan Alexander. And I thought that Keith Tandy really emerged as a safety for them down the stretch and made some big-time plays.
Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the mid-up crossers and underneath routes and curls. Start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, 25 yards to the house. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going into next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough starting field position here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So, Charles, that's Exhibit A for the danger of running a toss play this close to your own end zone.
And how well was that defended? Someone was able to come up and set the edge. You can't go around him, and this time, he was left with just nowhere to go.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On second down, they run with Stewart. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They will go for it. Now Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Oh, what a move. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football. And this defense looks for 1 more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw on second down is Newton. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin from 6 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
One receiver to the left is Evans. A first down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. One receiver left, 2 to the right. And the wideout in motion. Winston now to throw on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. First down, Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A second down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Jameis to throw it. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers? It's looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to the...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Charles Johnson able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. 4th down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage here back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going on.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look.
Kelvin Benjamin! Touchdown, Carolina! Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked Picked off by Trey Boston. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He lost 6 there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And a cutback, right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Stewart, 62 yards. And the Panthers, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side caught by Jackson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Winston again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's the Wildcat with Stewart. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Stewart, direct snap. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go back to the air here after the INT. This will be caught inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, Winston. And now here is another interception. And he's got some space here. And now the rookie's free. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go for it on... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A very solid gain of 27. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jameis to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston taking it in. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is Newton. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he takes a shot on the as this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Again, it's Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And some space here. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, hit one high.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Not a run that you're going to write home about.
And Stewart lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And all not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston rolling to his right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
On the ball.
They're going to run. This is Stewart. Room here to run. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the first.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Three yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Newton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Well, Charles...